So, hello, secret code name Foxgloves, and those who would resonate to this secret code name. This is the Money Matters New Moon in Capricorn readings, answering what you can do to unblock your money energy. Now, the key milestone that you got in order to move into your money energy flow is ritual. Now, the key words for ritual are action, new ideas through established means, results, analysis, and perspective. It says, ritual has several meanings. It's an old, tired, and tested way of doing something. It's a connection to something higher. A comfortable tradition that represents something larger. Ritual is also moving from intention to action. It's the process of divining the ephemeral, spiritual, and unconscious from a vision and forming a plan to create a real, actual thing. Ritual demands a certain level of competence, or at least a willingness to follow an established process. Turning an intention into action rarely requires a brand new method each time. Ritual always requires sacrifice, even if it is just time and energy to simply do the thing. It requires you to give something up to get something in return. It's a transmutation. Ritual is the work of translating that emotion into a tangible painting, poem, or piece of music. Finally, ritual can also involve the important step of analysis. Did the idea work? Was the intention clear? Was the execution adequate? What must be adjusted? Do you need to seek out help? Is it an invitation to look at the big picture, to see how it fits with your expectations and get a larger perspective? Rarely does intention lead to exactly what you envisioned, but that's okay. You practice and you get better. This prevents you from performing the same mistakes over and over, and to attain mastery. The cycle of vision, intention, and ritual is something you have been doing all your life. It is an integral and eternal process of human thinking and creation. Ritual being the milestone. If you do not want to continue the way things have been, what must change? There is a certain fine line difference between ritual and routine. There's a symmetry and association there. I was talking about ritual earlier. Before we go to work and we get in our work mode, we hop in the shower. We do our hair. We're ready for work now. It's a ritual. We get up in the morning and we do what we do in order to get in the mindset of going to work, right? It's no different with anything you want to create. If you want to create better, then you have to be able to get into a mindset and do something that gets you in the mindset. Sometimes a ritual is doing that. Maybe you're familiar with the ritual. We've seen it in movies of before getting into bed to sleep at night, kneeling on the bedside, hands in prayer position, and talking to spirit, talking to God, praying. It's a ritual that people used to do. Some people, like myself, do intention candles. It's a ritual. It is a physical act that takes time and energy in order to achieve a mindset, an energy vibration. It says ritual is the work of translating an emotion into something tangible. like a painting, poem, or piece of music. If the ritual is the work of translating an emotion into something tangible, then what are you feeling that needs to be translated into something tangible? What needs to be adjusted? What have you been doing over and over this exact same way that isn't working? You need to change your ritual. How you go about achieving it. You may absolutely want to take the time to Google the metaphysical properties of foxgloves. I know there's a key for you in there. Because the clarifying cards here, we've got the Four of Swords with the Moon and the Two of Cups in the reverse. On a soul level, which may have been repeating for many lifetimes. Maybe it has been your ritual to sleep on the spiritual job, to listen to the guidance coming from your dark wolf versus your light. And to attach yourself to soulmates that should, in fact, be released. Two of Cups in reverse. Soulmates can be everything from poor choice in friendship, releasing soulmates that are not in alignment could be poor choice in friends, poor choice in romantic partners, poor choice in people you trust, work-wise, putting faith in the wrong people. It might have been a ritual. You know, in the legend or story of the two wolves, it's a Native American tale. Man is talking to a boy, and he's talking about the two wolves that we have inside our minds. One is the wolf of fear, and one is the wolf of love. He said you can only feed one wolf at a time. You only have enough to pay mind to one or the other. And the more you feed the wolf of fear, the dark wolf, the stronger it gets. And the light wolf of love gets weaker. And it gets weaker, and it gets weaker every time you choose to feed fear. And fear gets stronger inside the self, inside the mind. But if you feed love, the light, the love gets stronger. And the fear starts to starve and become weak. Because you're not feeding it. You're not feeding fear. You're feeding love. And we're very much talking about the self. It's not about what love you give to others. It's about what love you show yourself. If you're acting out of fear, you are setting yourself up for a lack of love, a weakening of love in your manifested reality. If you want to increase your money flow energy, you may, according to ritual, need to sacrifice something in order to gain more from it, from life. Sacrificing something now, especially if it's a soulmate, probably one you don't want to let go of because, that dark wolf is communicating with you on the moon card. That's the shadow of the self. The moon is the shadow. It's the childhood wounds. The soul scars that play in the mind. Listen to me. Listen to me. Be afraid. Don't do this. Do that. Instead of the wolf of love who's telling you, look to the future. That's where the white wolf is looking. Love is saying, look to your future. Why are you staying stuck here right now listening to the wolf of fear? Why are you listening to fear? Love knows the way. Love yourself. How are you feeling? Because this is a clue to you that you've been sleeping on the spiritual job. Four of Swords. It's a masculine on the card. Your ability to take actions, the correct actions in the pursuit of loving yourself and your life, you're sleeping on the job. You want to increase your money energy? Something or someone, and I say someone because it's a Two of Cups, soulmate, someone your heart feels for, needs to be let go of. You have a habit or a ritual that is not working out as good as it could. It could be better. It could be better. Your life, your financial situation as it stands could be better if you let the love within yourself guide you forward. Fear will absolutely keep you stuck, and love will die, and that will crash, and your life isn't going to be anything a reflection of what you love. It's going to be a reflection of everything you're afraid of. Feeding fear will manifest a reality that puts you further and further into experiences where you are afraid about your financial future in this regard. Capricorn is a sign of being the director of your own life, making the tough choices, sacrificing the time spent, sacrificing and investing in things in order to create what you want to truly create. Whatever the shadows are of your own moon sign, don't buy into the fear. Don't buy into the fear. If you don't know your moon sign, reach out to me. I'll help you figure it out. God knows if you want to know all about your chart, I have service for that. I will break it down. This is about you discovering your self-love and putting yourself and your feel-good energy first. Because if it feels bad, if it puts you in a state of fear, if it puts you in a state of anxiety, if it puts you in a state of worry, you are in the wrong environment, which means you're in the wrong energy, which is creating the manifestation of this continued existence. You got to ask yourself, what if there's more? What if there's better? What if loving myself and caring about myself and wanting to feel good and shooting for that and following that feeling leads me somewhere better that feels good, that I love being in? This is how you unlock your money energy. This is how you manifest better. Because it absolutely can be a heck of a lot better when you let it. With that said, I do hope that this helps. Know that my love and support is with you always. This is Grace Nicole Myths signing out. Remember, love each other, but most importantly, love yourself. Take care.